few months ago I moved into my new apartment, and now that I've been using the new desk setup for some time, I wanted to share a video highlighting what makes it such a versatile and productive setup. At the heart of the setup is the Ergon Office Sway standing desk in white oak. This is the largest version they offer, measuring 30 by 72 inches. As you can see, it comfortably accommodates my Audio Engine HD5 speakers and the LG 39-inch curved monitor without feeling cramped. The desk is made from premium quality solid wood and feels incredibly sturdy, with a weight capacity of up to 360 pounds. You can set a custom height for sitting and another for standing, making it easy to switch between the two. Once your heights are set, just swipe up to set it to your standing height or swipe down for sitting. If you need to adjust the height, simply hold one of the arrows to fine-tune the height. The height is adjustable from 22 inches to 48.3 inches, so it should fit most people's needs. Given the build quality and how well the height adjustment works, this is definitely the best standing desk I've had, and I highly recommend it. The chair is the U2 ergonomic chair, also from Ergon Office. This one was ordered in a custom color to match the aesthetics of the setup. It has adjustable lumbar support, adjustable armrests and height, and as expected with a chair of this caliber is very comfortable for long hours of sitting. Next up is the monitor, and this has been a real highlight of my setup so far. I'm using an LG UltraGear 39-inch OLED 240Hz curved monitor. It is an absolute beast, not just for gaming, but it's also fantastic for productivity and multitasking. While the high color accuracy and contrast are amazing on this monitor, I do sometimes notice some of the text fringing, which is common with OLED panels. Similarly, text also doesn't seem as sharp as you would see on an IPS panel, for example. Although OLED screens tend to be reflective, I have not experienced any issues since I don't have any light sources directly in front of the screen and the curvature blocks out the light coming from the sides. This is something to keep in mind if you're planning on getting an OLED monitor. The 39-inch 800 curved screen really immerses you in your work or gaming, and it's large enough to comfortably handle multiple windows side by side, which is a huge boost for productivity. And with a 240Hz refresh rate and ultra low 0.03 millisecond response time, this monitor is also perfect for gaming. So far, I've absolutely loved this monitor. It's the perfect size for my setup and versatile enough to handle everything I do, whether it's flight simulation, video editing, or coding. I don't see myself replacing it anytime soon. Let me know what type of monitor setup you guys have. The PC is an MSI zero cable build which looks super clean and fits perfectly with the overall aesthetics of the setup. It's built on the MSI Z790 Project Zero motherboard, which hides all the cables for a sleek, uncluttered look. As for specs, it's equipped with an Intel 14th Gen i7 14700K CPU, an RTX 4070 Ti Super with 14GB of VRAM, 64GB of DDR5 RAM clocked at 6400 MHz, and a 1TB M2 SSD. Performance-wise, it's been flawless for me so far. I use it primarily for video editing on Premiere Pro, running Flight Simulator, and other general tasks. So yeah, this is the PC, the zero cable MSI build. Let me know what you guys think about it. I definitely don't think I can go back to a PC with visible cables. This just looks way too clean. When it comes to peripherals, I am using the SteelSeries IROX 3 mouse and the OnePlus 81 Pro keyboard. I love how heavy this keyboard feels, and the keys have the perfect amount of travel and sound for my liking. The mouse is very lightweight and precise, making it great for gaming. When I'm working on my MacBook, I normally set the mouse and keyboard aside and connect my MacBook to the monitor directly via HDMI. This is my normal workflow, and I tend to have the MacBook in the middle, with code usually on the monitor and other windows on the MacBook. The fact that the mouse and keyboard are wireless makes switching between the PC and MacBook very easy. Next to the monitor, I have the HD5 speaker cabinets from Audio Engine, which are paired with their limited edition S6 subwoofer. The HD5 speaker's modern look and built-in amplifier make it a great addition to the setup, both in terms of aesthetics but also to deliver great sound. The S6 subwoofer is small enough to fit on this shelf, but delivers very powerful bass and is a great addition to my audio setup as I love listening to music while I work on my videos. The sleek design also makes it very fitting for the minimalist modern aesthetic of the setup. As for the microphone, I am using a Shure MV7X, which I use to record the voiceovers on my YouTube videos. And bringing the audio setup together is the Focusrite iTrack Solo audio interface. I switched to this one from the Focusrite Scarlett Solo as I can connect my speakers directly to it, making it easier to control all my sound outputs from one source. The cable management for this setup was definitely a big challenge, but we got it done. Most of the cables are hidden underneath or behind the desk, but this was not the case for the overhead light, subwoofer, or the PC. The overhead lights cable is hidden in this white cable cover that was taped to the wall and actually blends in very well, so it's barely noticeable. As for the PC and subwoofer, because they sit on the cabinet and shelf next to the desk, we had to use these cable sleeves so that we could still raise and lower the desk. I am very happy with how this turned out, as it makes the setup functional while maintaining a clean aesthetic. The lighting setup is one of my favorite aspects of this desk setup. Because I use this space to film YouTube videos, we decided to install the Amran 200X light with the SE softbox on a newer arm directly over the desk. I know some people might not like the look of it, but because this setup is used for content creation, it was a great addition. For ambient lighting, I have a Hue light strip behind the desk and two Hue play bars behind the monitor. As you can see, this lighting setup makes it great to work at night as well, as the lighting behind the desk and monitor help to relieve eye strain. And all these lights have been set up so that they can be controlled with Google Home or from the Hue app. For the overhead light, this functionality was accomplished by plugging it into a Hue switch. When it comes to storage, I am using this white neat filing cabinet from Ergonoffice, which pairs perfectly with the aesthetics of the desk. It also worked out perfectly as a stand for the PC, which helps keep the desk looking clean as it doesn't seem overcrowded. And to further help keep the desk organized, I have these desk trays from GrowthMade where I place chargers or other cables for easy access. Finally, the wall decorations help fill in the gaps and bring the setup together with a beautiful aesthetic. In the middle, we repurposed a metal poster that used to live in my previous setup, and we put it inside a white canvas from IKEA so that it better matches the overall look. On the right, we have some IKEA shelves to hold a few things. And last but not least, we have the Scandinavian design shelf to hold some decorations, the subwoofer, and a lot of my books. I love this piece as it does an excellent job at simultaneously dividing and blending together the living room and the desk setup spaces. Let me know in the comments below if you would be interested in seeing a video on the living room setup. That was all for today's video. Let me know what you liked most about the setup or if you have any suggestions on what I should change next. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.